Mustang's in trouble.
It's a perfect day for racing just south of Phoenix, Arizona. Tyler Reddick going for an unprecedented 4 in a row, but he's going to have stiff competition today.
It's hard to argue against Team Penske at this racetrack, but if you are, it's Hendrick Motorsports would be the team that I would be looking at.
Remember, Hocevar to the rear for alternator trouble. Everybody else on the inside lane moves up a row. Here they come out of turn number 4. Green flag, and the Straight Talk Wireless 500 is underway.
It won't take long. There they go. Way down on the apron for Byron.
Well, they all made it, so that's the first accomplishment of getting through turn 1. All that chaos, and now these guys are trying to feel where they need to be on the racetrack. Traffic is obviously tough in these cars, but you're going to see some guys shoot to the bottom right here that are trying to gain track position, and others try to take care of their car and keep it up on the racetrack.
And who used it best? William Byron, up 3 spots already. Great start for him.
Wow, 5 wide going into the corner there. Battle for the lead.
Finally got to that outside. Here he comes. It's exactly what he was wanting, but 3 wide in front of him. Look out.
Where are you going to go? Noah Gregson in the middle.
That 12 car is rolling the middle better. He's looking to the outside. It's exactly what he needed, Kev.
And it's going to be Blaney that breaks through. Drivers like Denny Hamlin, Carson Hocevar, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell moving up. But drivers moving back include Kyle Larson, minus 11 spots from the start. Ricky Stenhouse, minus 9. Connor Zilic and Kyle Busch. Here's Larson's radio.
I feel like I'm going to spin out in the dog leg. That's how no grip I have.
Yep, 10-4. Big change is coming. Keep holding on to it. I know you're fighting all you can.
Ty Dillon trying to stay on the lead lap here. And that will happen as Ryan Blaney wins the stage. His 6th stage win at Phoenix, his most of all tracks. Larson too fast exiting. He restarts in the back. Ryan Preece slow on the left rear. Michael McDowell gained 8 spots in the pits. We're back to green as they fan out all across the racetrack.
Well, and we've got a new player up front with the 20 car of Christopher Bell. He had a great pit stop, able to get in front of Joey Logano, and that is the one thing that Joey Logano does not want to see is a car in front of him. We've talked about how they struggle a little bit in traffic, and now he's going to have to battle here with Christopher Bell.
And his teammate as well. You can see Denny right behind him. Go back to the pit stop. Blaney having that stall on the back stretch. A little bit problematic for him. Lost those 2 spots. Going to be harder to get after they make adjustments. But the the crew on all those Gibbs cars very fast. Put Bell to the lead.
And we talked about that with the Penske cars, that they may struggle a little bit compared to those Gibbs pit crews. And we saw that right off the bat on that first pit stop. And even with Joey Logano having that first stall and that advantage of not having to go as far, didn't get them the track position that they had before.
Kyle Busch in the wall.
Right front going down.
And a bad day gets worse in a hurry.
Really has been fighting. It looks like the right front is down.
Yeah, and we saw it was like lap 106 in the fall before we started having tire trouble. And you see that right front tire coming apart. So these guys all will get more aggressive, and they're going down on the apron on those restarts.
Now we're still green. No caution.
It's a very good point. No caution. I think he's going to get around here too. We got SVG around off of 4.
He had just passed Bubba Wallace. He spins it around, gets going, and that will put us under caution for the second time today at lap 94.
That's Kyle Busch going into the wall.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that right front tire just went down on that car.
And there you see SVG up on the top side. Just comes right around on him, high on the racetrack.
Yeah, and when you're running that top line like that, you just have to baby the thing up off the corner. And it looks like he just lost it right there. Oh, no.
Got a tire down.
Yeah, he's got a tire down right there. That's why it's always great that we have these in-car cameras. You can correct when you're wrong, but you can hear the tread off of that tire.
Ryan Blaney had to come back to pit road. He had a loose wheel.
No. Say it's not so.
So he will restart back about 28th. Bubba Wallace too fast exiting pit road. He will also start in the back. Into the restart zone. Christopher Bell, the control car. Joey Logano grabs a gear, and boy, they're even as they hit for the dogleg.
Good start on the outside for Joey Logano.
Yeah, and on the outside like that, you're just waiting to see when that guy breaks to the bottom so that you can stay right on that door to try to side draft him. And Joey Logano has kept himself in that position as we get to the exit of turn 2. He's still going to be there.
Whoa.
5 wide for a moment.
Chastain almost got turned around. Comes Briscoe. These Gibbs cars mean business, making a ton of grip on these long runs.
Well, and starting up front, they've been able to fire off pretty good too, and that is double trouble for everybody else that's been up front so far. The 22.
Oh, big pile up here.
Suarez, unfortunate there. Started 4th.
Had a great day going. Was 7th at the end of stage 1. His best stage result here.
See them roll around here. Just gets loose right on the inside of, I think that's Keselowski up in it. Was that Elliott that he got in on the outside?
Yeah,
but just got loose down on the bottom on the apron.
Coming back to green.
You saw Logano time that really well. He's going to be even better than he was the restart before. Always a little trickier when you fire off on cycled tires here.
Only 7 cars pitted that were on the lead lap, all restarting in the back.
Shore, rapid shore.
Joey Logano's radio as his Ford tries to hold off 3 charging Toyotas.
Yeah, and I think Logano knows how important it is for him to get that track position and try to protect himself as long as he can throughout this run. He knows that those cars behind him are better the longer that they go. So he'll keep them stacked up as we go through this part of the run until that crossover happens. As you see Bell way sideways off of turn 4.
Welcome back to Phoenix, the Straight Talk Wireless 500. You're watching from the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam on board Joey Logano at the new leader. You saw Christopher Bell make the pass. And now he is growing ever smaller out ahead of Logano with a lead of 0.4 of a second.
And we knew that was going to flip. We knew that the 20 was going to be better on the long run. And now it's just a matter of how much ground does Joey Logano lose to those cars behind him.
Oh, leader,
he's got tire trouble.
No, that's Briscoe.
Try to keep up, stay up here.
So Chase Briscoe is in the wall and caution is out. And Larry, what was he saying earlier on the radio?
He'd been complaining about a vibration for about the last 10 or 12 laps right there. And that right there was about 24 to 25 laps.
Worst feeling as a racing driver to have a failure like this going into a corner. You just have absolutely no chances. You take a look at the 19, smoke coming off. And guys, you've been there, I've been there. You just try to relax your body and not tighten up. It's the hardest thing to do.
It always feels like it picks up speed from about right there to the wall.
And it never happens in a good place. Always going into the corner. Worst case scenario.
So earlier, Ryan Blaney had a left front that was loose. This time it was the left rear with the single lug nut center lock wheel. Watch the left rear here.
Nope, not good. You can see the wheel wobbling too.
So he goes down to the very last pit, Joey Logano's pit. Joey won the pole, so he had first choice of pit stalls. They chose stall number 1. He stopped there to get tightened. Larry, what do the rules say about that?
Yeah, it's pitting outside your assigned box, but the penalty under caution is started to tail end of the longest line. That beats the alternative because if that tire and wheel comes off on the racetrack, remember Ross Chastain last week, 2-lap penalty, loses 2 crew members for 2 weeks.
Eric Jones got the free pass on this, the 4th caution flag of the day. 48 laps to go in stage 2. Joey Logano's Ford, Christopher Bell's Toyota bring them back to green ahead of Hamlin, Gibbs, Hocevar, and Reddick.
Yeah, and you saw Denny Hamlin try to time that right there in the 22 car. Joey Logano was just waiting for him to hit that back bumper and then took off. But right now, Christopher Bell is in the same position that Joey Logano was up on the outside. And Clint, that's the hardest thing to defend when somebody's up on your right rear quarter panel. And he's going to clear him. So,
Hard the wall, turn 2, and that is Noah Gregson.
Yeah, and I think they had to throw the caution. You saw the debris coming out of the back of that car, and you see it on pit road.
I think it's him right here, Kevin. You're going to watch him come into the corner, and boom, there it is, another tire.
Well, here's William Byron with issues.
Oh, we see another
one.
Another one on the 88 there, Zilich.
Oh my gosh, Michael McDowell.
You know, that might have been not a tire failure either.
Look at this.
Rewinding that a little bit. That's right. Something went through the grill of Custer's car here. But let's go back to that. May not have been a tire failure.
Right.
Was it a brake failure? If you see, rotors and pads on the track.
Two of the RFK cars. That's Ryan Preece out front and Brad Keselowski in 7th. They chose not to pit, trying to gain some stage points here, just 20 laps away. As we go back to green, we'll have 18 to go to the end of the stage. Bubba down to the bottom to make it 4 wide, 5 wide, let's say. How about 6?
Yeah, and you see right there, those guys are really struggling on those used tires. Denny Hamlin drives by both of them. 6 car, Brad Keselowski, he's all the way back to 9th or 10th.
Final lap of stage 2. Christopher Bell picking up right where he left off here last spring, now with a 3-second lead as he comes to the line to win the stage over Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Chris Buescher. Christopher Bell is going to be hard to deal with here as he and Joey Logano come to the green for stage 3. Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher in tow. And Austin Cindric around the outside. Caution is out at lap 2:11. Ryan Preece, his RFK Ford, Connor Zilich, Team Trackhouse got together. Zilich the lap before went way high in turns 3 and 4, and they're going to come in from the right side of the frame here.
Yeah, and it looks like that car is sideways before it gets to the dogleg right there, but gets into Ryan Preece and he spins out.
You're riding along with the 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Watch this. Gets into Zilich down into Preece. So you couldn't see it from that first replay, but definitely got in the back of the 88.
So what you're saying is there's nothing wrong with the tires other than they might have been off the ground.
yeah, exactly.
Back to green.
Oh, Chastain's in trouble.
And he collects 3 cars, smashing into the outside wall. Tough day for Anthony Alfredo and Austin Cindric. Had a great car, had a great run going.
Okay, if you look back to the inside row, you can see Joey come to his bumper, start pushing him as he moved down. Got into him. You heard him say, I didn't mean to, but regardless, he got in the back of the one car.
It's so hard to push down there because it's rough.
Especially, yes, agree. As soon as he came down
got
on
him
the
right
apron,
there.
right at the wrong time. I don't think he meant to do that, but it doesn't change the fact. Huge hit for Alfredo, even bigger for Cindric.
Cindric took a massive hit right there.
Sure did.
From Joey Logano.
Front and line. Middle lane's clear. Come on, stay down.
Timing thing. Right as he came across that apron, his bumper got to them. I think he was honestly trying to push him, Kevin. It looked to me like, but pushed a little too hard at the wrong time. Talking about Josh Berry and some of these other cars at a deficit, this is what you need. You want these cautions to keep stacking up.
Remember, Berry and Elliott on older tires by about 20 laps than the fellows they're racing against.
And you see Chase Elliott way up the racetrack right there. Talk about him staying out on older tires. Just so tough to refire as we see him 3 wide for 2nd place. And
Blaney shoots ahead of that battle with Ty Gibbs to his inside. Ryan Blaney has tried the top, the bottom, and there's the first bump. As around goes Van Gisbergen, and caution is out.
I think he's pretty loose. You can see he's turning to the right. I think he got loose and was...
Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs will lead them back to green.
Best start for Blaney. It's going to be all right here.
Blaney 3rd, under fire from Hamlin and Larson.
Here comes Larson back to the conversation.
Yeah, they've done a great job of battling all day, of just making that car a little bit better, getting the restarts when you need them. You see Logano right there, stuck in the middle, 3 wide, under Carson Hocevar and William Byron there.
Oh, contact! Around Logano, and he collects Berry and Suarez. And
I think that was Allmendinger and his that got into the back of him.
10th caution, lap 254, and the hits just keep on coming.
Yeah, well, you get yourself stuck in the middle of the pack like that and buried in track position. And
all right, watch the 16 coming here.
Well, watch, you could see 22's in trouble. Got up, shot back across the apron. 16 gets in there shooting, stayed on the racetrack, and as Joey came back up, they got into one another, and bam!
And in real time.
Wasn't a bad jump by Gibbs on the bottom at all. Oh, he's loose. Running him up the racetrack.
Larson around the outside.
Yeah, and Kyle Larson's going to put those guys 3 wide on the top.
This is not what Blaney wanted to be, in the middle, 3 wide.
Yeah, and Blaney's not going to be able to. Little door bang right there with Kyle Larson, but he's not going to be able to not going to be able to clear them. They're both going to get a side draft off of him, and he's going to be stuck right there again.
See, Blaney, I think, was looking to the inside, yeah, for second place.
So we stay green. Blaney's lap time's a few hundredths of a second quicker than Christopher Bell.
And I think if you do have that caution, I mean, obviously his best case scenario is if he comes out first.
There it is, right rear tire with a 3 car.
You're going to have about 20 laps to go. You're going to have 2 tires. You're going to have 4 tires. You're going to be all over the place with those 2 strategies. So,
what I think you're trying to say is all hell's fixing to break loose.
I am.
We'll see if that means 2 or 4 tires. No comments on the car for him, as it looks like 2 tires for Ryan Blaney, the 54 of Ty Gibbs. The same thing, 2 tires. He's been loose everywhere.
Look how fast this stop was for just 2 tires. And Gibbs a little impatient, but he went on the jack. And
so this is the second stop in a row that 54 car has put 2 right side tires on.
Gibbs outside of Blaney. Larson and Reddick, Byron and McDowell, Hocevar and Bell. Here we go. Into turn 1, brake lock up there for Reddick. Tosses and catches it. Around the outside comes Larson. And around goes Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek. They collect Ty Dillon.
Which is exactly what these 2 tires wanted at a deficit to Bell, and is exactly not what Christopher Bell wanted. He needed this thing to go green. Let's go back and see what happened further back in the field. Look right here, this Hornet's Nest.
4 wide.
It's Stenhouse, 5 wide.
Yes.
Got up in the outside of Zane Smith down into Nemechek.
Ty Gibbs had his best finish of the season last week at COTA, top 5, looking for his first career win. It'll be 12 laps to go when they come to the line and go back to green.
Lot better start for Ty Gibbs. Some help on his bumper with Blaney.
And if you're Blaney, you want to do everything you can to clear that 5 car as fast as possible.
Christopher Bell way down to the bottom and gaining ground. He's going to come out of this in the top 4.
Absolutely, Mike. Here he comes.
Larson rebounds for 3rd. Bell side by side for 4th. Byron right there.
See Blaney really shoot into the outside hard. He knows he has to go, and he has to go quick because those 4 tires are coming. The crossover, Kev.
Yeah, Bell has now put himself in a position to he can take advantage of those 4 tires. And like you say, Blaney has got to make this happen really quick.
Got loose.
Gibbs holds the lead in the back straightaway. Single file through the top 5.
Well, if you're Ryan Blaney, that's what you wanted. You wanted him to think that you were going to go high. He's got
here he comes.
Car on the ropes right here.
Shortcut for Blaney will get him the lead going into the corner.
He's clear. Shot way up. Crossover.
Can he hold it now off the corner?
This has been his strong suit the whole time. He's in the lead. What a show this guy has put on today.
Ryan Blaney coming to 2 to go, and Bell has chopped it down inside 0.6 of a second.
There's another big cut into it, 28.47 to a 28.30.
Well, like you say, Clint, you just have to hit your mark. I like Ryan Blaney's car down on the bottom of this racetrack on both ends. That's where Christopher Bell wants to be right now. And I just parked that thing on the bottom to do all I can do for the next 2 laps to make sure it doesn't miss that line. No big mistakes.
Both races last year here decided by a last lap pass. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Half a second. Might as well be from here to eternity.
What a roller coaster of a day. Battled adversity, troubles in the pits, fast race car, past the field not once but twice. Unbelievable.
That's what a championship team does, Clint. They've been here before.
To complete the weekend sweep for the most admired man in American motorsports, Ryan Blaney wins for Ford and Roger Penske.
Yeah. Good job.
It's the 157th NASCAR career win for Team Penske. 4th on the all-time list. 10 different drivers scored those victories.
Pushed him into second in points.
7 of them have come here at Phoenix.